The Stadio Artemio Franchi is currently undergoing major reconstruction, and that rebuild is mirrored on the pitch too for Raffaele Palladino's side. The new Fiorentina coach is still trying to integrate a host of summer signings, and he faces a huge test tonight. They might be struggling in Europe, but Milan are in great form domestically, and Paolo Fonseca's Rossoneri come to Florence chasing a fourth straight league win to close the gap on the leaders Napoli. And here is how they line up this evening. Palladino makes 10 changes to the 11 that beat the New Saints here on Thursday. The one survivor is Yacine Adli, who starts against his parent club, Milan. As for Moise Kean, he's playing regularly and scoring too. The Italy man has 5 goals already across all competitions. Paolo Fonseca knows his best team and is unapologetically naming the same side week in, week out, and even in midweek as well. The Rossoneri are unchanged from their loss at Leverkusen. Rafael Leão scored on this ground in late March. He's one to watch, but Christian Pulisic is the Milan player who's impressed the most in the early portion of this campaign. As we have been throughout match day 7 of Serie A, we will now take a moment to remember the life and legacy of Franco Chimenti, the former Italian Golf Federation president, who died earlier this week, aged 85. We're up and running then in Florence, the 10th and final match in round 7 of the Serie A as we head towards the October international break. An opportunity for Milan, a big test for the Rossoneri, and immediately they're on the back foot. Dodò finding Colpani, dealt with by Tomori, back in by Dodò, and that is Maignan's to claim. Pulisic away from Bove. Now it's Reinders. Emerson Royal with time to measure across. Morata! That was close.
Yes, Patrick. So hard to defend against this AC Milan side, because as soon as they reach the last 16, look at the amount of bodies they got in the box. The 4 strikers will always be there.
Good ball from Adli. Gudmundsson keeps it moving. Colpani waits for the overlapping Dodò. Colpani, that should be Maignan's ball, but rather than catch, he went with the fists. Well in by Comuzzo. Gudmundsson, Kean was offside. Dodò has stayed down. And now, Theo is saying to the Brazilian defender, up you get, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, 2 Fiorentina players are on the ground.
Certainly appears to come inside the box. If Theo Hernandez did connect with Dodò, keep an eye on this. And you can hear from the cheers that the referee is coming across to take a look. Luca Barreto has had several looks. It is a penalty to Fiorentina. Theo Hernandez has clipped Dodò. The contact was minimal, but sufficient for Fiorentina to have a penalty. Kean wants to add to his tally, and perhaps because he's already seen so many rivals get lots of goals already this season. Moise Kean to give Fiorentina the lead. Maignan not only saved it, he hangs on as well, and perhaps Gudmundsson should have taken it after all.
How important is Mike Maignan?
Here's Gabbia chasing back. Gosens could have kept it in play there. Instead, he decided to wait for the throw. Bove has time and space. Not the best header clear. That's Cataldi. And here's Moise Kean. But the flag goes up. Just when he thought he'd redeemed himself for the missed penalty, Kean is denied by the assistant's flag. Here's Rafael Leão. Dropping the shoulder, still Rafael Leão.
Yeah, but he's looking lively. Received a couple of times the ball here, going past a couple of Fiorentina players. Cataldi and Bove are not the quickest. You cannot match Leao pace in the first in acceleration like here.
Adli's done well here. Yacine Adli! Well, what a story. He was so popular with the Milan fans, but now he scores in front of the Fiorentina supporters. And he has struck a beauty against his parent club. Adli doesn't know whether to laugh or cry, but it's he who gives Fiorentina the lead.
Patrick, please talk to me about this wonderful strike by a special player.
Excellent work defensively by Rafael Leao. Milan have 4 forward here. Rafael Leao going all the way, but the shot was weak.
Selfish maybe from Rafael Leao, and plenty of players to play the ball to. Here Dodo cannot lose again. It's the second time. The first was after 7 minutes.
Adli, they've beaten the press well here. Cataldi for Dodo. What a move this is. Dodo, Kean tried to get there, Maignan's missed it, Colpani got too much loft on it. Morata, clever run from him, Abraham now for Pulisic. And here's Reinders, that's a penalty. Finally Milan with some one-touch football to break the lines, and now they have the chance from 12 yards. Luca Ranieri saying that it wasn't a foul, but Reinders seemed to have got away from his man. And as we approach the interval here, Luca Pareto has awarded a penalty the way of the Rossoneri. Referee making sure everyone is outside of the penalty area. Theo Hernandez gave away a penalty, this to redeem himself. It is Theo Hernandez, saved by De Gea. How often do you see that? 2 penalties saved in the same match. And Theo Hernandez has not only given away a penalty this evening, he's missed one too. Milan have taken the corner quickly. We're into added time. And it looks like Fiorentina will be going in at the break with the advantage. It's another corner on the way for the Rossoneri.
Yeah, probably there wasn't enough power on Theo, but De Gea produced an incredible save.
Taken short to Reinders. Rafael Leao's got back on side. Milan have lots of white shirts in the middle. Rafael Leao away from Gudmundsson. Lovely ball in. Abraham gathered by De Gea.
And terrific job by Komuto, who stopped Tommy Abraham. Look, he's peeling away, look, unmarked, stop, chest, then half volley. And Komuto is celebrating. That's a good save, Patrick.
The ball was headed for the corner. He went early, De Gea, and pushed it round the post. That's why they recruited him, despite him having a year out of the game. That's why he's quickly got ahead of Terracciano. And Adrian Mutu appreciating the goalkeeping, if not the finishing this evening. And as we head into the break, it's not been a good night for the Milan captain. It's been an excellent night for a player on loan from the Rossoneri, Yacine Adli, with back-to-back goals on this ground. But this strike, so much more precious than his effort against the New Saints. Milan being outplayed at the moment. At the break at the Franchi, Fiorentina 1, Milan 0.
L'oggi e il domani della tua azienda. Mettici alla prova. Vieni su interviste.it.
A good start this evening for Raffaele Palladino and Fiorentina. This game has had a bit of everything so far. Fiorentina have had a goal disallowed through Kean. He's had a penalty saved by Maignan. But Yassine Adli scored against his parent club. What a goal it was as well. Second strike on this ground in the space of 3 days, having struck on Thursday against the New Saints. It's his goal which separates the two sides. Milan have work to do if they are to close the gap on the sides above them. Fiorentina on course for what would be a very impressive win under clever ball from Cataldi. Kean running through, he's got Gudmundsson square. Kean! And again, he's flagged offside. It's the second time this evening he's had a goal ruled out. But he tried to bend his run. It was a lovely ball from Cataldi. Theo Hernandez takes the set piece. Morata peeling away. Gabbia's gone down. It's another penalty to Milan. Very similar to the one Fiorentina got in the same box earlier on. Kean is incredulous, and we have a third penalty of the night.
That's becoming a typical penalty, I would say. Here, Gabbia, yeah, and I think it's pretty much similar towards. We're gonna check who's gonna touch the ball first.
Up steps Tammy Abraham, it's saved again by De Gea. Absolutely remarkable. Tammy Abraham, who had scored a penalty for Milan in the win over Venezia, just as Pulisic did in the same game. De Gea has a reputation as being one of the world's best goalkeepers, and he is quickly becoming a Florentine icon. He's denied Theo Hernandez, and now he's kept out Tammy Abraham. In by Theo Hernandez, Pulisic! Once again he's on the score sheet. His sensational sequence goes on. Milan in a big hole, and Christian Pulisic digs them out again. He just keeps on scoring.
Yeah, tremendous finish by Pulisic. Fiorentina was sitting too deep. Now they don't have Rafael Leao out wide, but Theo is there, providing a wonderful ball for Pulisic from a tight angle with his right foot. Find the net. Game on here.
Good ball for Gosens. Lovely first time cross. Kean! That would have been special.
Would be a fantastic goal. I thought that Kean maybe could be offside, but this is a wonderful assist. Desperate, because this is a chance they were waiting for.
Pulisic with the ball in. Gabbia. Morata's gone down. Gabbia didn't connect as he did in the derby when he got the winner. Here's Rafael Leao feeding it through for Pulisic. Fabulous challenge from Ranieri.
That's a proper defender tackle.
Richardson. Kean. Superb work from him. Kean is up for the fight. He's got Gudmundsson in support. Kean running at Gabbia. It's come off Tomori. Kean for Richardson. Colpani. Is that another penalty? Dodò with the cross. Fiorentina convinced they should have a spot kick. The fans are baying for blood. Dodò. Kean! And now Luca Pairetto will tell the Fiorentina players to wait while he has yet another conversation with Simone Sozza. Keep an eye on this challenge on Colpani.
Patrick, I think there is a chance for another one, for the fourth one to be given. And who's gonna take it? Gudmundsson, but we see they're gonna check. Good chance here for Kean.
And astonishingly, it looks like we're resuming without a penalty. Gabbia, well in by Gosens. Here's Pulisic. Now it's Tammy Abraham. Good save from De Gea. Morata saying that Abraham should have squared it. De Gea stayed on his feet and kicked it away. Goal kick. Kean's brought it down. Gudmundsson! The front two link up. And Fiorentina are back in front here. Crashed home by Albert Gudmundsson after the support play from Kean. And Fiorentina have their new strike pairing all right.
He's a special player, Patrick. He showed it last season. And this season again. Since he came back, he made a difference for Fiorentina, but it's too easy.
Palladino, meantime, has been shown a red card. He'll be serving a touchline ban when Fiorentina heads south to the Via del Mare after the international break. But in the meantime, he wants to go and find a monitor so he can see the rest of this. Fofana. Here's Chukwueze. Morata waits in the box. Chukwueze deflected. It's a great save from De Gea. Arguably the only player who's outperformed Kean this evening. Chukwueze, this is a great run, Chukwueze. The finish was lacking and it nearly went out for a throw. Here goes Morata, stepping past Richardson and finding Okafor. Dodo got there. Theo Hernandez, Okafor. He's done well, Okafor. Tammy Abraham. Heroic block from Ranieri.
Yeah, good block by Okafor, just gave him the ball. Here they're gonna check, I think Ranieri cleared the ball, yes.
I think Ranieri just made the block. I don't think he necessarily followed through on Abraham. We'll see. In by Chukwueze. It went all the way through. It's just a goal kick. Kayode goes long. Milan wanted the flag there against Kean. Here's Kwame. Kean can keep it moving. Kean's got it back. Kean wants his goal. He very nearly got it. Now it's Bove. The ball did not cross the line. Abraham underneath it. Reinders. No foul, and Fiorentina have won a pulsating game of football. They've sent Rocco Commisso back to the United States happy all right. A game that had absolutely everything. David De Gea, the real hero for Fiorentina, twice denied the Rossoneri from 12 yards. It is a win which could spell a turning point for Raffaele Palladino. Theo Hernandez on his birthday has given away a penalty, has missed a penalty and has now been sent off after the final whistle. In Florence, Fiorentina 2, Milan 1.